Frohe Weihnachten, Merry Christmas. And I'm Lee from Traveling Expats, and I'm here on the beautiful Neumarkt in Dresden, Germany, underneath the beautiful Frauenkirche, the Church of Our Lady. And I'm enjoying a nice Glühwein here on this beautiful Christmas market. And I wanted to share with you some of my tips for Christmas markets, or maybe some don'ts of Christmas markets. All right, number one, don't come to Christmas markets if you do not like crowds. If you don't want to be around people, then it is not the place for you, because I'm telling you, they can get really busy. Sometimes you're shoulder to shoulder packed in with people and it's hard to move. So do not come to Christmas markets if you don't like crowds. Plan your trip so you can avoid not to come to the Christmas markets on weekends. Because I'm here on Monday during midday, and you can see there's a lot of people here. On Saturday and Sunday, it can get really crowded. And if you don't like crowds, if you're claustrophobic, you'll be very uncomfortable. All right, so number two is don't come to Christmas markets, and this may sound silly, but don't come to Christmas markets if you don't want to be outside, because they are almost all outside. There are a couple that are in caves and some other locations like that, but the vast majority of them are outside, so you're going to be outside for hours at a time. So if you don't want to be outside, don't come to Christmas markets. And also, don't come if you're not prepared for changing weather, because the weather, you can never count on the weather to be the same. And so you need to bring plenty of warm clothing for sure, dress in layers, and be ready for the weather to change. And, bring something to be prepared for rain, because I'll be quite honest, I've been to a lot of Christmas markets over the years, and I've experienced a lot more rain than I have snow. So you got to be ready for these changing weather conditions. And, sometimes it might get really warm. I've been to Christmas markets in November where it was sunny and, 50-something degrees Fahrenheit, and we had to swat away bees from our Glühwein because the bees are there, and that was in November. So you just got to be prepared for all types of weather, and it's going to change. You're going to have cold days. You might have a couple warm days. You're going to have rainy days. And if you're lucky, you might get some snow. But be prepared for changing weather. Don't come if you don't want to be outside. And, and this morning, another pro tip is bring shoes with good traction. Because this morning I was walking around early and it started raining a little bit and it got really slick. So you don't want to bring shoes that aren't going to give you traction in cobblestones and on slick pavement, because that could be really dangerous. All right, so my next don't is don't visit a Christmas market if you're on a tight budget and you're not disciplined enough to control your spending, because you could spend a lot of money really quick at Christmas markets, because everybody wants to try different food, everybody wants to try different drinks, and you want to buy crafts, you want to take home souvenirs to your friends and family. So you can go through a lot of euros very quick at a Christmas market. So if you're not disciplined enough to control your spending and you're on a tight budget, then don't come to a Christmas market, because honestly it can really be a money pit. All right, so, and pro tip on that is set yourself up a daily budget and maybe only take that much cash with you for the day. Somehow control it, so that way when your money's gone and you have to go back to the hotel or wherever it is you're staying. Because if you're not careful, you can really spend a lot of money fast at having fun at these Christmas markets. Coming to the Christmas markets themselves, they're totally free. So, and this is a great experience just walking through, and if you've got your camera, you got your cell phone to take pictures or videos or whatever, you could just walk along and look at the beautiful sights, take pictures of the Christmas markets themselves, and like here we have beautiful structures that we're standing underneath. So so it's easy to spend money fast, but to be quite honest, you don't have to spend a lot of money if you're disciplined enough and you don't want to. You can just enjoy the ambiance, enjoy the experience of the Christmas market. So you've got that too. So you don't have to spend money, but if you're a type of person who it gets out of hand, you could be in trouble at a Christmas market. Okay, so my next don't of Christmas markets is don't come to Christmas markets if you don't want to try a different variety of food and drinks. Because, in my opinion, that is one of the greatest things about coming to Christmas markets is trying all the different types of food and from different cultures, different types. And that just brings a lot of joy to it, and trying the different drinks as well. So if you just like to eat the same old thing over and over again, and that's from your culture, and you don't want to eat anything else that's not from your culture, you might not have a great time at a Christmas market. So you got to open up your palate and try different things to really get the most out of your Christmas market. Now, if you're a vegan or vegetarian, all right, so vegetarians, you can get by, right? So almost every Christmas market is going to have some options that won't have meat in it. You can get cheese and things like that. So vegetarians will be okay. Now vegans, you might have a hard time because to be quite honest, I've seen only a few stands in the Christmas markets I've been to this year, and this is my fourth one this year. Haven't seen a lot of vegan options. So vegans, you might have a hard time. It's not impossible because there are some vegan stands, but you might have a hard time. And, for example, some of the Christmas markets we've been to the last week, we were in Leipzig just a few days ago, and they had a lot of vegetarian options and a few vegan options as well. Before that, we were in Erfurt, and we saw very few vegan or vegetarian options. So it depends on where you go. Vienna had a couple vegan options, but honestly, I didn't see a lot. So vegans, vegetarians, you may have to plan your meals out accordingly, but I say open your palate and try different things because you only live once and you want to experience different cultures. All right, so the next don't of Christmas markets is don't come to Christmas markets, to Europe for Christmas markets, if you think you're going to actually spend Christmas at a Christmas market. Because the reality is the vast majority of Christmas markets close a day or two before Christmas, or even more than that, maybe the 22nd or the 23rd of December they close. Because in Germany anyway, the big celebration for Christmas is actually what we call Christmas Eve in the United States, and that's their biggest day of Christmas, so almost everything's closed. So most of the markets, their last day is going to be the 23rd, and that's typically a short day. So if you actually want to spend Christmas Day at a Christmas market, you might be out of luck. Now, some of the markets will open up the day after or a few days after Christmas, and we'll go on into the New Year's, and those become New Year's markets. But even those are typically closed on Christmas Day or probably on Christmas Eve too. So don't come to a Christmas market if you think you're actually going to spend Christmas Day at a Christmas market. And matter of fact, I recommend that you come earlier in the year when they first open up, around the first Advent, which is going to be towards the end of November, around our Thanksgiving for those of us from the United States. And I think that's the best time to come, when they're opening up. And if they open up before that even, that might be better because the crowds will be sparser. There won't be as many tourists here. And oftentimes the locals, even if their local Christmas market opens before the first Advent, traditionally they won't come until that first Advent weekend. So you might have the first weekend or the first week without so many people there because they're waiting for that first Advent weekend to come. So yeah, so don't expect to spend Christmas at a Christmas market. But yeah, so get online and do your research before you come and check the schedule for the Christmas markets. And sometimes it seems like they're not released until, maybe just like a month before Christmas market season. So, you have to be vigilant, check your resources, check online check that schedule so you know when you can come, when it's going to open, what the hours are, and what the days are that they're open. Okay, so my final don't of Christmas markets is don't come to Christmas markets if you don't want to get into the holiday spirit. If you're a Grinch, stay home. Because you're going to come here, they're beautiful, there's lots of stuff to see and do, and it's almost certainly going to put you in the holiday spirit, put you in the Christmas spirit. So if you're a Grinch and you don't love Christmas, don't come, because you're going to end up spending a lot of money. You're going to do a lot of stuff you don't want to do, and you're probably going to ruin your travel partner's time too. So if someone invites you to come to Europe to visit Christmas markets, and if that's just not your thing, just say no. Don't come, because you're going to ruin someone else's trip. You're not going to have a good time, and you're just going to waste a lot of money. you know, who can not enjoy it when you come? I love Christmas markets. I've been to, I don't know, countless markets. I try to come every year, depending on where I'm at in the world, and you know, I really love them. So those are our don'ts for visiting Christmas markets. I hope they were helpful to you. If you like this video, you know, give it a thumbs up. Leave us a comment. Let us know what your experiences have been in Christmas markets. And do you have any don'ts that you would tell people not to come to Christmas markets if this applies to them? So we appreciate you watching and hope you have a great Christmas season. Happy holidays, and we'll see you next time. Bye.